Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Owen Tangent. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Rutgers offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They think there's room to run to the right here. Creates a little space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the peck.
Coming out aggressively. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw at Snyder. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it for a big play. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Looking to take a shot.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. It stands on the result of the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. Turning it on! He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking downfield, it's Snyder. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
To the air, it's Snyder. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Now the play fake. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Lewis. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man, it's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great...
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got it.
Lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Rushes on him. He lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. Good, solid tackle.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Snyder. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't.
He's taking the shot. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Scanning the field, it's Snyder. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Firing to the right, complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Zings it complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Good, right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Snyder. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He fires to the left side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
And he will score the the question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Snyder. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Snyder. He's got it down the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense looks as if it's coming. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Here's the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game.
Here we go. Set.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Snyder. Looking deep. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Zips it out to his man. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Averill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On first down from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Lets it fly. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. Pulls it in.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big, and it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Creates a little room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.